everyone, this is Damien from the Learning English Through Football team. I hope we're all doing well and staying safe wherever we are around the world. Now, today's football language podcast will look at some of the words and phrases that you might hear when talking about the qualification process for the 2022 World Cup. There is, of course, a transcript to go with this podcast, great for teaching and learning English, and if you have any questions or comments about any of the football language in this report, then you can contact us here at admin@languagecaster.com.
คุณกำลังฟัง languagecaster.com
The Qatar World Cup is due to take place in December 2022 with a total of 209 teams entering the competition, although remarkably 28 teams have already been eliminated from the competition, 12 from Asia, 2 from the CONCACAF region and 14 from Africa. As the European qualifiers begin this week with their first set of 3 fixtures, we thought we'd take a look at the qualification process across the 6 different confederations and to see which teams will be hoping to join Qatar in the finals.
Vous écoutez languagecaster.com.
Europe, UEFA, 13 places. Right, let's start with the European section where a record 55 nations will be trying to make it to Qatar in 2022. They have been split into 10 groups of either 5 or 6 teams, which means a team will play either 8 or 10 qualifiers, playing home and away. All the group winners qualify directly, while the best 10 runners-up, along with 2 other teams with the best Nations League record, will be divided into 3 sections of 4 teams, where they will play a semi-final and final to produce the final 3 places. Currently, there have only been 2 or 3 games played, but already there have been some surprises. 2018 World Cup runners-up Croatia were beaten 1-0 by Slovenia in their opening game. Turkey beat the Netherlands 4-2 and then went on to defeat Norway 3-0 to top Group G, while the holders France were held to a 1-1 draw in Paris by the Ukraine in Group B. It's a little too soon to make predictions, but with only 13 places up for grabs, any drop points will make qualification much tougher.
皆さんは languagecaster.com を聞いています。
Asia, the AFC, 4 or 5 places. Qatar as hosts have already qualified for the finals. They're first, but which other teams from the Asian Federation will join them? The AFC qualification started in June 2019, and 6 teams, including Macau, Timor-Leste, Laos and Pakistan, have already been eliminated or knocked out after only playing 2 games, a home and away knockout match. This first round determined which 6 sides went into the second round to play alongside the 34 higher ranked sides in 8 groups of 5. The 8 group winners and 4 best runners-up will then advance to the third round, where they will be divided into 2 groups of 6 in a round-robin tournament. The top 2 sides will go to the finals, while the third-place finishers will face a playoff to decide which team can play in an intercontinental playoff. This means that Asia will have either 5 teams plus host Qatar or 4 plus the hosts, depending on the results from the playoffs. Although the latest set of matches have been postponed due to COVID, the second round group tables have started to take shape, with Australia, Japan and surprise package Syria leading their groups with 100% records. South Korea, China, Iraq and Iran, despite thrashing Cambodia 14-0, all have work to do to make it through, while Vietnam and Turkmenistan still hope to qualify for the final round for the first time in their histories.
Hello everybody, my name is Omid, I am from Tashkent. You are listening to languagecaster.com.
North and Central America, CONCACAF, 3 or 4 places. 35 countries entered the CONCACAF qualifying process, with the lowest ranked 30 of these playing in the first round, split into 6 groups of 5, with the winners going into the second round. Although these groups have not yet been decided, 2 sides have already been eliminated, Cuba and the Cayman Islands, while there could be a surprise in Group C, as Curaçao under Dutch manager Guus Hiddink hope to knock out Guatemala and make the second round. In this round, the 6 group winners will play off in 3 home and away ties, with the 3 winning sides going into the final group stages. This is when the stronger sides in the region, the USA, Mexico, Costa Rica, Jamaica and Honduras, join in to make one league of 8 sides. The top 3 qualify, and the side finishing in 4th place plays in the Intercontinental Playoff.
Você está escutando languagecaster.com.
South America, CONMEBOL, 4 or 5 places. 10 countries play in the CONMEBOL Confederation in a round-robin system. This is when each team plays all the others both home and away, meaning each team plays 18 matches in total. The top 4 in the final league table will go through directly to the finals, and the team finishing in 5th will go into an intercontinental playoff with one team from either Asia, Oceania or the CONCACAF region. Currently, all teams have played 4 matches, with Brazil, Argentina and surprise package Ecuador in the top 3. However, due to the pandemic, the latest rounds of matches have been postponed, and there are worries about when the next set of games will actually be played. Colombia, Uruguay and Chile will be the favourites to finish in the top 5, but maybe Ecuador, Paraguay or Bolivia will challenge. Now, we all know that Brazil have qualified for every World Cup 21 times, but which of the 10 CONMEBOL sides has never made it to a finals? Well, that would be Venezuela, who will be hoping to make their debut in the Qatar World Cup.
Unasikiza languagecaster.com.
Africa, CAF 5 places. 54 countries were involved at the start of the World Cup qualifying process, but already this is down to 40 as 14 sides have been eliminated. The first round comprised the 28 lowest ranked teams in the region, with a knockout round involving a 2-legged tie. And some of the teams eliminated at this stage include Gambia, Eswatini, Lesotho on away goals, and Burundi, who went out on penalties. The remaining 40 teams were then divided into 10 groups, with the winners going through to the third round, where they will be drawn into 5 2-legged matches to decide the 5 places at the finals. The second round group matches have yet to start, but 1 or 2 of the groups stand out, with powerhouses such as Zambia or Algeria in Group B and Ivory Coast or Cameroon in Group D potentially missing out. The second round group matches are scheduled to begin in May 2021. Oceania, OFC, 0 or 1 place. Oceania has 11 teams in its section and does not have a guaranteed spot at the finals, as the winners of this confederation would still have to play an intercontinental playoff against one side from CONMEBOL, CONCACAF or Asia. In order to decide on this team, the OFC has divided the 11 countries into 2 groups, one with 6 and the other with 5, with the top 2 sides at the end of the round robin qualifying for the second round. In order to decide on this team, the OFC has divided the 11 countries into 2 groups, one with 6 and the other with 5, with the top 2 sides at the end of the round robin qualifying for the second round. Here, the 4 teams are divided into semi-finals and final, with the winner advancing to the previously mentioned intercontinental knockout game. This section was due to start matches in the autumn of 2020, but COVID has meant that these fixtures will now probably take place in January 2022. The favourites will be New Zealand, who last qualified for the finals in 2010, when they drew all 3 of their group matches. Indeed, the All Whites are the only team in this section who have actually qualified for any finals, 1982 and 2010, as Australia has now left Oceania for the Asian section.
Rydych chi'n gwrando I languagecaster.com.
Thanks everyone for listening. We hope you enjoyed our look at the 2022 World Cup qualification process. Listen out for some of the language used in this podcast to describe these qualifying matches when you're watching, and maybe you can let us know how this phrase is said in another language. Drop us a line at admin@languagecaster.com, or of course you can leave a comment in the section below the posts here at LanguageCaster. Don't forget, there's also a transcript for this report which can be accessed for free, and we have vocabulary support as well here at LanguageCaster. Okay, myself and Damon, who of course is in Tokyo, will be back soon with some more football language. Enjoy all the football this week. See you soon. Bye-bye.